called and wanted their Rinnai heat exchanger cleaned. First step first was disconnect power, turn off the gas, now the disassembly to get to the heat exchanger. You always want to keep these screws separated, as Rinnai does put different style screws for different parts of the unit. We're not worried about these inner screws. That's all just the plate for the gas passages. I'm going to put this one right back because this is a fine thread and it was only just holding on that control right there. Now you've got to crack the outlet of the gas valve. That's the start of why we clean it. That passage clogged by a moth. Now take the top off. After getting all the initial screws off, these 3 tabs holding the wiring, so that this will be able to be removed. These notches hide 2 screws in the very back. They may drop, that's okay. And that is your burner. So inside each one of those you can see all the remnants of combustion. Just with what I have on my truck, I'm going to blow it out. And create better airflow across the unit. While I have easy access to them, I'll clean the igniter and the flame rods. This is the part that gets a little bit messy. I'll be wearing a mask for this portion. Inside to clean the heat exchanger coils where the water runs through all these and the heat goes through these. All these fins collect the remnants of combustion. This is not good to breathe. But how you clean it out is go up inside, spray out with your compressed air while you vacuum. Before you vacuum up what's inside, make sure you grab the screws that you remove from the bottom of the burner, which go there and there. Vacuum this up, and then because this hole is open, we have to take off the combustion fan, which we want to anyways. There's usually bugs on the fins. We're going to vacuum all this, clean out the fan assembly, then put the burner in first, because if we drop these screws and it goes down that hole, we'd have to take the fan back out to get them. So while the fan's still out, we'll put the burner back, assemble everything back the way it was, and fire it up. 3 screws to remove the fan. Blockages in the heat exchanger, your combustion fan being clogged with bugs that fly in the exhaust and come down are all reasons why you're going to get an error code on your water heater and you'll have no hot water. Inserting the burner. Easiest to get your first screw in the hole it's supposed to be in, held in place by your long screwdriver. And keep tension as you push this back, watching out for the wires as you slide in. If you don't have a magnetized screwdriver, you can take a piece of electrical tape and use that to hold the screw in place on your screwdriver as you align it. On the RE180i, this is the point where separating the screws mattered, because the burner takes 4 short screws and 4 long screws. Make sure the edges of the burner are tucked around the frame of the combustion assembly. I always like to start each one of my screws and get it most of the way in, but leave it loose so that the rest of the screws go in without binding. Long screws go to the exterior, short screws go to the interior. Last step is putting on the gas distribution assembly. Again, I'll put each one in loose, and then once they're all started, I'll do a final sequence of tightening. When you put these on, you want to make sure that there's no wires getting pinched anywhere. Gas valve screws are marked red. Wires are tucked up above it. Gasket is in place. We will be leak checking this. When tightening, I'm going to start from the inside and work my way out, just like you would for a set of cylinder heads. I'm going to inspect this boot, make sure there's no rips. Or tears that go through the entire boot. This is your igniter. and you don't want the spark grounding out to case, which is why you have this extra insulation. If the spark gets through and goes to here, it's not igniting the gas. In order to check for gas leaks, we're going to spray, have a rag so that we don't make a mess, and get our spray on any electronics. We're going to spray the outlet of the gas valve and then run hot water so the gas valve opens, and if there is a leak, we'll see the bubbles. Leaks. Burner is running on low fire. Or a low fire flame rod, high fire flame rod. I'm going to turn on the tub and see if we can get a high fire. High fire is running. High fire has proven. Flames all look good. That red right there is a reflection of the flame rod and the igniter. On the back wall there is a mirror. Those are glowing right now. And there you can see the high fire one in the back. High fire glowing in the back through the sight window. To the left is the igniter. To the right, low fire flame rod. Two screws on the bottom, 2 clips on the top. Last part for this cleaning, going to shut off the valve for cold water inlet, open up the hot water faucet, cold water port. We're going to drain off the pressure from the system. This right here is a water filter for the unit. This screen is dirty. So now before I turn the unit on, I'm going to turn on the hot water at the faucet and let the water run through the heat exchanger so I'm not firing this on a dry heat exchanger. You can hear the air coming out the faucet. Now that the air has been evacuated from the unit, we can plug it back in and verify running for hot water one last time.